What is going on, everybody? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys an NFL Thanksgiving Day video for the 3-game main slate on Thursday. I'm doing free Guru credits in this code. I will give you that 15 Guru credit code after the first couple of my plays. All 3 games, potential for some blowouts. I mean, we have a 6.5, a 7.5, and 11 point spreads in these 3 games. So we got San Francisco, we got Dallas as the 11-point favorites, and then we have Detroit. I think are the 6.5-point favorites. So we'll get into my value plays here. 5 plays, 1 for each position. Just like this video, subscribe. Looking to have a very, very successful Thursday. We'll be playing that main slate on my website, and then most likely the post-dinner Thursday night football single-game slate for the 49ers and Seahawks. So jumping into my first play, quarterback Brock Purdy at Seattle. Seattle's passing defense isn't great. Their rushing defense, honestly, isn't great either. And Purdy's been throwing it a lot. All of his receivers are now healthy. He has 4 options to throw to. A McCaffrey dump down, George Kittle across the middle, Deebo Samuel across the middle, Brandon Ayuk anywhere on the field. I mean, he's got probably the best, arsenal of weapons in the entire league. So he's been throwing for some serious 6 touchdowns in the last 2 games for over 600 yards combined. So they are throwing it, and I think he's going to throw it against the Seahawks. He's pretty cheap. 7,700 is a good value play here. They should put up plenty of points against the Seahawks. I like Brock Purdy here. In cash games, he's exceeded 20 fantasy points in the last 3 weeks. So Purdy looks pretty good here in this matchup. He's been having a pretty solid season overall. Running back, we're going to go to Tony Pollard. This game script is really favoring Pollard. Rico, there's a lot of questionable guys, too. We're going to have to double check things Thursday morning. Aaron Jones doesn't look like he's going to play. A.J. Dillon should be a good play if he's a full go. Kenneth Walker's probably out. So Charbonnet's going to look good, or Charbonnet, however you want to say it. Rico Dowdle's questionable. If he's out, I mean, not that he really cuts into Tony Pollard, but Tony Pollard would basically run every play. Antonio Gibson's questionable, but we're going to look at Tony Pollard right now. 7,200. He had a huge, omen on him not scoring touchdowns. He hadn't scored a touchdown since week 1. Finally got into the end zone against Carolina. So now that monkey's off his back, there's nothing to not like here in Tony Pollard. This game script really, really benefits him. They're 11-point favorites. They should be up in this game. He should be running the ball. It was a little scary to see him get 0 targets a couple of weeks ago. That was a main reason why people were concerned. And then last week, he did get his 5 targets. So that was nice to see. A nice normal Tony Pollard game last week, 16 fantasy points. He's projected for 16 once again against this Commanders defense, who really just can't defend anything. They're one of the worst defenses in the league overall. So I like Pollard to be a big part of the Cowboys game plan on Thanksgiving Day. Going over to my website for that free credit code, you got to be signed in to an account on my website. You can get all content over at fd-guru.com. You go to the shop page, this little tab, or you can click add Guru credits. It brings you either way. There's a coupon barcode. This is where you buy all your usual credits. These credits get you all lineups that I post on my website. It's the universal currency. Very simple promo code today. Thanksgiving, all capitals. I already used it, so I'm not going to click it. But when you hit apply coupon, you'll get 15 credits. It will say coupon successfully applied, and the page will reload itself and put 15 credits into your balance. Code Thanksgiving, like the video, and subscribe. That's all I ask. I appreciate all you guys for watching. And then for wide receiver, we're going to go cheaper here. Deebo Samuel. I mean, now that the 49ers are fully healthy, any one of George Kittle, Ayuk, and Deebo Samuel could have big games. Deebo Samuel was the odd man out last week. Ayuk saw, a ton of yards, 156 yards and a touchdown. George Kittle also saw 89 yards and a touchdown. But it could be any one of these guys. I'm going to go with the cheaper guy here. I like Deebo Samuel to have a little bit of a bounce back. He can do everything still. he's not even a second wide receiver. He's like a 1B behind Ayuk. And at 6,700, he can do plenty of things. He's had a little bit of a down year this year. He's only found the end zone once. He did get injured, so he's missed a few games. But I think Debo's going to be fine on Thursday against the Seahawks. He doesn't need to do much to hit value at that $6,700 salary. Then for tight end, this is a bit of a stretch here, but we'll see if I end up playing him. We have no Luke Musgrave on the Packers, so let's look at the backup tight end. I don't really like the tight end position a lot, and there's not a lot of spots to spend down on this slate. So let's look at $4,300 Tucker Kraft. He's going to be the number one tight end on Thursday. It's a bit of a stretch, but at $4,300, if he can get us like 5 fantasy points, we're fine. He's going to allow you to spend up in a lot of other spots. And like I said, there's not a lot of comfortable, cheap value plays. So why not going to a cheap Tucker Kraft with no Luke Musgrave this week? He had a couple catches for 32 yards last week. So it's not like he hasn't been on the field. Again, it's risky, but I don't mind it, honestly. And if he doesn't get a catch or he gets one catch for 10 yards, it's a 3-game slate. It's probably not going to crush you. He's only $4,300. He's dirt cheap. I like the idea of it. I don't know what I'm going to end up doing, when the time comes to actually make all of my lineups. But I'm throwing Tucker Kraft out at you because he's the next man up on the depth chart for the Packers. I don't mind it. And then for defense, I like spending up at the Cowboys. I'm probably going to get no exposure to any Commanders on Thursday for Thanksgiving. So might as well root for the Cowboys defense at 5,000. They're projected the most points over any defense for good reason. They shouldn't give up too many points against this Commanders defense. Sam Howell has been prone to turning it over all year long. I think the Commanders had 7 turnovers on Sunday. So Cowboys should get the job done. I like them being the highest scoring defense on Thursday. And, it's worth spending up at 5,000 in my opinion. That'll do it for this video, guys. Hope you guys all have a safe and fun Thanksgiving. Let's have a great day on the books for Thursday. Like this video, subscribe, make sure you put in that Thanksgiving promo code for the credits. And until next time, peace.